Dianna Rands is presenting today. Dianna has been with our group since, was it last year? March 2018, so exactly a year. So we're thrilled to have her. She's been a fantastic member, an active member of TRP, being in our leadership team as well. We spent some quality time with her and her son on Sunday, giving out food and clothing to the disadvantaged. Dianna, take it away.
Alrighty, so I have limited time, so I'm going to go fast. So the first thing that I want you to do is you need to pay attention. I am the queen of testing. So at the end of this presentation, I'm going to be seeing if you were paying attention. So I wanted to start off with the services we offer. Consulting, digital audits, I've done that for a couple of members already, digital marketing strategies, workshops, and you have to wait to the end to something new that we are working on. So with the consulting, there's basically 3 ways that we can do that. We can do it with phone calls, we can do it with video conferencing, and we can also do that in person. I have had clients across the country, coast to coast, California and Florida as well, and this thing's not going fast enough. Try to speed it up. I'm trying to go faster than it is going. And then, so to start with the digital audits, as I mentioned, I've done that for a couple of people. That kind of takes a snapshot of where your business is at today and giving you some advice on how you can optimize your various accounts, whether it's your website, social media platforms, things like that. The other is digital marketing strategies. This is a bigger, deeper dive. They're significantly more expensive. And I'm going to be talking about strategies later on. But this is something that we can do to create that roadmap for you on where you need to be going in the future with your business. It's a really deep dive. As I've talked about, workshops. Whoa! I wanted to activate the gift. That's our bread and butter. That's what we've been focusing on this past year.
Oh, that looks so relaxing.
Even though we offer all these other things.
Has anybody seen that Seinfeld? With,
You're getting into my time, Dan.
I'm sorry.
I always talk about the workshops. So this is a great opportunity presenting to say, yeah, we do these other things. This is our bread and butter, so that's what I've been trying to push since joining TRP this last year. When you come to our workshops, we give you a bunch of stuff. The key thing here is we give you flash drives. So when you leave our workshops, you have all of the material that I taught. I have worksheets, workbooks, all sorts of tools on these flash drives, and you take that with you so you can still work on the topic. Sage over here. Hopefully you've been working on yours this past week. So that's one of the key things that we do in our workshops. You get all the material when you leave. And every single one of my workshops, with the exception of one, starts off with you working on your ideal client, or your client persona, your client avatar. I recently did a podcast that you can reach it at that link, shielddigitalmarketing.com/3. And on that podcast, I talk about the importance of your ideal client. Everything you do in marketing is talking to someone, trying to find that person. So this is the cornerstone of everything that we do. The one workshop that we do not go over this is our Facebook Ads 201, because you should have been at 101, and that's where you will have worked on your ideal client. Winded. Running out of time. Okay, we also offer office hours. This is a way where you can come in after a workshop that you've attended to get extra help. My consulting rate is $150 an hour. But not a lot of small business owners, want to fork that out to get some extra help. So I do these office hours. You have to have taken one of my workshops to sit in on the office hours. So you can't take a Facebook workshop and then come ask me all these questions about Pinterest. So you need to come for the workshop that you've asked for. I limit it to 3 people per hour slot, because usually I can help the person and they're working, and I can ask, help the next person. But it's limited to 3. So these are our upcoming workshops. Lilabati left. We just had the Facebook for Business, which Sage joined us on. And the Chew on This Tuesday, I'm going to talk about, it's next week. The Chew on This Tuesdays are my free lunch and learns. And the one is going to be on the power of testimonials. Not only am I going to go over why they're important and how they can help your business, but I'm also going to show you where on the various platforms you can ask your audience to give recommendations and testimonials for your business. These are our May workshops, and the free lunch and learn for that one is going to be getting started with Facebook Live videos. And those free lunch and learns, they're always the 3rd Tuesday of every month from 12 to 1. I do require registration. I only have 16 seats in my classroom, so registration is required for those. These are all of the workshops that we offer, so you can kind of get an idea. That's just a screenshot from my website, so if you head on over there, you can always see these. I don't offer every workshop every month, so if you see one pop up for the current month, sign up for it because it may not come back for another 2 to 3 months. All right, so the coming soon thing, one of the things that I have been working on is creating an online course so that I can kind of have this in-person feature as well as an online feature. And I am in the process of creating a workshop that is how a small business owner can do their own digital marketing strategy. If you hire someone to do this for you, it can cost you anywhere from $1,500 to $5,000 to $10,000, depending on the agency you go with. So that's usually a price tag that a small business owner or solopreneur can't afford. So I'm going to create this workshop where they can do it for themselves. All right, so you may be asking, but Diana, I know you do marketing for people. Yeah, we still do that. My focus has been on the workshops. So if you, a client, someone you know, is looking for help to do their work, do it for them, they just want to pass it off to someone, yes, we do offer those services as well. We also have 2 podcasts that we do now. One is called Week in Review, and the other is the Chilled Business Journey. The Week in Review, it's a short 2 to 5 minute podcast that comes out every Friday morning, and it's just kind of like what's happened the last week on the social platforms, whether it's announcements they've made or new features they've released, things like that. You can catch that on Fridays. The other is the Chill Business Journey. This is a longer format podcast that comes out every Wednesday. And that was the link that I had for the ideal client. And it ranges from interviews where I interview other marketers in the industry. We also have business development topics. We have social media topics, and then marketing tips and things like that. We also have this classroom, and it's rentable. Looking at some of the other rates in the community, if you have a workshop you want to put on, we do rent our classroom at $50 an hour. As I mentioned before, it holds 16 people with the tables. We can fit about 24 chairs in there without tables, so that is an option that we offer as well. So I said you had to pay attention. So I'm going to quiz you guys in a quick
$50.
synopsis. Well, you have to wait till you get to the screen. So we can do this popcorn style. What's a workshop we offer?
Facebook.
What else?
Podcast.
What?
Podcast.
Instagram.
LinkedIn. Who said that? LinkedIn. Somebody said come over here. Okay. When is our free lunch and learn? Who said that?
Next Tuesday.
Oh, you're gonna have to do a lot of swimming, Stan. How much does it cost to rent a classroom? I'm gonna give you one too, Rob, because you said a long time ago, left hand throw. Oh. Name one of our podcasts.
Again. Chill Business
Week in
Review.
I can't believe I'm making these people up.
Yeah.
What was the other one?
Week in Review.
Well, yeah, I think that's what.
Ambidextrous, yeah.
Close enough, the Chill Business Journey. All right. Well, what's our new online course going to cover?
Marketing for the non-marketer.
That's what we do. You can't even wait because I don't want to go home. How a small business owner can write their own digital marketing strategy. What do we cover in every workshop?
Your ideal client.
Did it get yucky? I get
She's getting a little fatigued.
What's an item you get when you come to our workshop?
Flag.
Rob needs one.
Someone else had
Rob needs one
flash.
over there.
Oh, bag's getting low. This is good. Oh, I almost got your coffee cup. What are the services that we offer?
Services.
Optimization of your business.
Consulting.
There you go.
Training.
Doing the marketing. before. All right, and this wasn't in the presentation, but
Pretty
I
bad.
talked about it before. Where does the name Chill come from?
Your son. Son.
That would be Charlie and Will.
Yeah.
That's the name of the company. So Will is on the left, Charlie's on the right, in every single one of those random pictures. So it is Wednesday. Oh, maybe it's Friday, but it's really Wednesday. Any questions?
Wow, now that's a presentation.